Afternoon and happy Thursday, everyone. It is Scott Wohlers with River Place Capital. It is Thursday, January the 14th, and wanted to discuss where we are so far this year and how markets have gotten off to a start this year, what's going on in the marketplace, some trends that we have been talking about that we're starting to see in the marketplace, and where do we go from here. So our first week trading in the stock market was a great week for the S&P 500, which is the large cap companies. The S&P 500 was up 1.8% for the week, and it was a great week for the markets as we continue to be and rally towards all-time highs. And as we're talking right now, the market's sitting at all-time highs. And one of the things that's so impressive about this market, when people ask me about the market, one word really comes to mind, and that's resilient. We are sitting right now at all-time highs in the stock market on the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and the Dow. While we still have a global pandemic going, we still have high unemployment, we have civil unrest. There's been some geopolitical issues that have dominated news headlines over the last week, but yet markets continue to march higher. And that tells us one thing and one thing alone, that it's all about the power and the velocity of money, and that investors and markets are able to look past short-term news headlines and are able to see out 6, 9, 12 months into the future of where they believe the economy is going to be, where they believe companies are going to be, and where they see the outlook for the next 6 to 9 months. And what the outlook is telling us is that investors and people are thinking that the vaccine is going to take effect, and that the latter half of this year we will be back and have a roaring economy again like we did pre-COVID. Now, one of the very fascinating things about last week in the markets is we've been talking about the historic divergence last year between the growth stocks and the value stocks, how the growth stocks finished up 36%, value finished flat for the year, slightly down. Well, the same thing was true between the large cap companies, which is your S&P 500 as large cap companies, and your mid cap companies, and then your small cap companies. There was very big divergence there, where the large cap companies were the leadership last year. They led the markets higher. Small and mid cap companies really lagged behind last year by about 5 to 6%. Now, they finished the year very strong, but the first week of trading this year, the mid cap index was up over 4%, and the small cap index was up over 6% last week alone, catching up to what the large cap did last year. So the trends that we saw heading into last year and the divergences that we've talked about, we're starting to really see that follow through in the markets, where value is really outperforming growth. You've got small and mid cap really outperforming your large cap companies. And we foresee that trend to be here for the foreseeable future. So if you have questions about how that impacts your individual portfolio or individual decisions that you need to make, feel free to reach out and give us a call. We're easy to talk to and love to talk to you. You can reach us at 904 346 3460. Or as always, check us out online at www.riverplacecapital.com. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your week. Talk to you next week. Thanks.